Hello and welcome to Songs Brew. I'm Zara.
I'm Julia, and today we're gonna talk about being a certified RecMaster. So, first question, are you a certified RecMaster, or are you considering yourself as a RecMaster, basically?
Yes, for sure. I loved writing this post because I think in every friend group there is a person, friend and family group, there's a person who will like pick little songs and hand them over or hear something new and know somebody who will absolutely fall in love with it. And I think it's why one of the things we both enjoy is putting playlists together for the readers, because it's kind of like here's some good stuff and have that. And I think it's a joyful thing. But I will say one thing: when we were coming up with the title RecMaster, there was lots of different other options because it's a made-up word. Obviously, the recommendations master is just it sounds long, so with RecMaster. But there was like Rec File, Rec Sergeant, all this kind of different like names, and I was like, all of these are terrible, which is why we ended up with RecMaster. So, same question: are you a RecMaster?
I was thinking about it, and I think I'm not fully yet a RecMaster. I don't consider myself as being a RecMaster at this time, but I'm slowly getting there. This is something that my job requires me to do as well. So
That's
at
true.
some point, I think I will become one. But at the moment, I'm not considering myself as a RecMaster simply because I don't think I fulfilling all the criteria for being a certified RecMaster. I mean, not all of them. Yeah.
I think I would like to defend that a little bit and say,
Really?
maybe you are, because so when we get our New Music Fridays, already you'll say you're going to hate all of these, or there's going to be one song on you. So I think you are. Because so far, when we're looking through them, just from like we've worked together for quite a while now, but which ones I'm gonna like and which ones I'm not, which means my taste enough to say try
Yeah.
this one, avoid this one. And I think, wait, I think you are. I think you are one. Yeah.
But maybe this is because since we started building more playlists and send our own recommendations, I know the artists that I started liking or I used to like or listening to them. So maybe that's why you think I am. But on daily basis, I don't think I am. Like,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
I don't think I am on daily basis. I mean, I have some playlists that I curate only for myself, but they are only for myself. Like, I'm not gonna share them with anyone. This is like
Right.
only for me. Sometimes maybe like going on a trip or driving a car with my boyfriend, then I'm gonna like play some of the songs. But I know that he's not gonna like them, so I'm not playing them because we have totally different tastes in music. So that is also why we try to like combine both of our tastes, and sometimes we play one of my songs and then the next one is his, and I hate it, to be honest. I like listening to my songs, not his.
Me too. Have you
But I
ever made
think
like a Spotify blend of your two songs then?
we tried to do it, but it was so awful. Like, I hate, literally, I love him so much, but I told him so many times, I hate your music taste. This is something that I cannot like go with. I literally like hate it. Every time he plays a song, I'm like, turn it off. I'm not gonna listen to this, or I'm gonna like get out of the car.
No more Juice Wells, please.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
totally.
funny. I
Yeah,
don't know.
so on daily basis, I don't think I'm a rec master. I have like my playlists that are just mine. And I don't share a lot of songs with my friends either because these are my songs.
Oh, okay. Oh my
Sometimes,
God.
maybe from time to time, if there's like a song that I know someone's gonna like, then I'm gonna share it. But basically, I'm like saving them for myself, and only
That's kind of
during
cool.
like
Like
work
treasure.
and working for songs bro, I'm like totally different person, and I have to like switch to being like playlist curator. And this is like, I like it because it's fun, because then I can like share something that I like or I think people might gonna like.
Yeah, I like that as well.
But at some point, when I'm going back to my day and my
Yes.
life, I'm like, I'm not gonna share this with anyone besides Songsbury audience and you.
Yeah, me. But the thing, I love it. Because I think I spend so much time recommending playlists or building my own playlist to share with people or just songs and stuff. I think that if someone says to me, "Oh, I think you'll like this," it's the best thing in the world because I'm so used to doing it. So if someone says it to me, like that's why I was like, "No, I'm going to defend you," because you go like, "Try listening. Like this one is a good one. This one you're going to think is," and that's like I find it a unique way I think to connect with people because
Yeah,
you
definitely.
never
This is the
know.
way.
I think it's so interesting. You never know, what kind of day someone's having. You can send them a song or whatever, and maybe it cheers them up, or maybe it fits what they're doing, or maybe they'll save it. And most likely, I think when they listen to it, they probably think of you as well. So it's a nice, like, I think it's different to like sending a text or something. It's a little bit more personal because it's something you've listened to and thought, oh, I think that's where it belongs. So yeah, no, it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I
And
mean, definitely, I can agree here that this is like one of the best ways to connect with people. And yeah, you're gonna remember like this song and you're gonna connect this specific song with the one person that you sent it over to, or someone sent you this one. So this is like an amazing way to connect with people. I just don't do it that much, except with you, because like we're
feel
sharing a lot of
special.
songs together. You have like a specific place in my heart, like special place in my heart with the music and this kind of stuff. So when I'm listening to like some kind of songs, even like on a Discover Weekly or some other recommendations that I have on my Spotify, and there's like specific song that I know you're gonna like because it's like country, a little bit of rock.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's different, and I'm like, Zara's gonna love it.
Yes, I get that I think we're also quite privileged a little bit because we get a new music playlist delivered kind of to us. It's a shared one and it's public, but we kind of get a nudge to listen to it. So we go and listen almost hours after it's released, before most people are waking up, before most people have heard it, and we can like cherry pick bits and pieces. And when I'm listening, I do think like I know straight away when it's going to be rubbish, like you're not going to like it.
Yeah,
And then I know when there's like some, and it's more like usually like a female singer, it's quite upbeat. There's like, or the lyrics are like quite nice. I think, oh, she's got some good ones this week. And I think, yeah, it's really interesting also. And I think this is something I do. So I've got most people I think have different groups of friends that have different interests and different tastes. So sometimes when I'm listening to like one of our discovery ones and we put that in a playlist and they're very mixed, I'll pick this one over for that friend group or this one for that friend group and this one, and it's all different. And so it's a nice way, going back to the connection thing, to kind of check in with all the different like friend groups or family groups. I share songs almost weekly with my brother, and if he comes across
that's so
something,
nice.
yeah, and if he comes across something, he'll share it with me. We share a Tidal and we share a Spotify account, so we've got like all our bits and pieces. And also with my dad, and he will send me a whole album and say, go and listen to that. Yeah, but here's where the contextual comes in. So he'll say, listen to this on speakers, or listen to this with this set of headphones, because he knows which headphones I have and how the music's going to sound best. And so that's like an extra layer of, so here's something I think you'll like, but here's how to listen to it best.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the things that if you have like any relationship like that, friends, family, whatever, that is really nice, because not only do they know what you like, or they're introducing you to something new, which is very nice, but they're like, this is the best way for you to listen to it so that they pay
So
attention.
that
I
you can
think
enjoy it.
yes, absolutely. So you can get the absolute best out of whatever it is you're listening to. And even to the point where, because Spotify is like rubbish quality. It's terrible quality. So they'll even say like go for Tidal for that one, or make sure your headphones are plugged in. So it's all those little details that I think are what make RecMasters, and I do believe a lot of our readers will be one, quite special because of how they're connecting with people. And I think that's why, and we didn't mention it in our music discovery so much, and I think they did deserve their own little piece, which is why I was like very excited to put it together. But I think they don't get enough recognition in how we discover new music anymore.
Yeah.
um because it used to be like you'd get a tape or a burned CD and that kind of stuff from a friend or whoever, and that was them doing their little RecMaster thing in like 12, 15 tracks, however much you could like burn on there memory wise. But now it is playlists and it is links, and it's changed a little bit. but they're still doing the same job. They're still filling the gap between what you've heard, what you listen to, and what you'll find, and what they know. And it's just that little, I don't know, it just bridges a gap, and it's almost nostalgic, but not quite, because it's digital. And that's why I love them. They're my favorite people in the world. Anyone who sends me a song, I'm like, yep, keeper.
I'm totally not that kind of person. That's a little bit weird because I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, if I'm gonna recommend a song to someone, for example, let's take an example of my boyfriend. I'm not gonna say to him that, oh, this song you're gonna like. You have to just like listen to it on a late night walk with your headphones. Like imagine some things. I'm like, no, you have to listen to this
Right now.
yeah, right. Like right now, you have to listen to this. Like I'm literally forcing him to do it.
I love that. That's so
And
good.
then I'm like, he's gonna love it. He's gonna love this song. He's gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna listen finally to the music that we both like. And then he's like, I give it 2 out of 10.
No,
And I'm like, what? Why? This song is amazing. Listen to the lyrics. And he's like, no, it's not that good. And I'm like,
no.
it's so devastating. But I'm still gonna do it. Like I'm gonna force him to listen to
We
it.
continue. We continue. I don't know if someone says to me, "Oh, I don't really listen to lyrics," or "I'm not really like I'm not tuned into them," I think just turn it off. Just what's the point? I
Yeah.
really struggle with people who like listen to a lot of music or even listen to a small amount, but don't tune into what's being said. And I don't know if it's because I write a lot, so words are like gold, like I love them, or I'm just being really picky. Maybe, probably. But I think if someone's like, "Oh, I didn't really listen to the lyrics, I just like it because of this," and that's valid, I feel weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier if you like listening to a song in your like native language. Like when I'm listening to Polish songs, I literally get like the lyrics. It's like the most important thing in Polish songs for me. Maybe okay, maybe not the most important thing, but it's like a crucial thing to me to understand the lyrics, to listen to it, not just an overall vibe. It's a little bit different with English songs, for example, because I need to like put a little bit more attention to actually listen to the lyrics, not only
Yeah.
to the beats and songs and instruments, etc. So like we have to put a little bit more attention to this,
Hmm.
but still I think this is like very important to listen to it, to actually understand the song and to kind of feel it too.
Yeah, the context behind it.
Yeah, for the context basically, and to like decide whether you enjoy it or like it or not,
Yeah.
because sometimes like the music is not everything. And
Yes.
I probably listen to some songs
Me
like,
too.
for example, I love reggaeton and Spanish songs and Latin songs basically. I've lived in Spain, but well, my Spanish is not good.
I can't speak any.
I mean, I know how to order a coffee,
That's all
but
you need.
yeah, while listening to the song, it's like so difficult to understand for me a lot of like lyrics.
Mhm.
But I'm still gonna listen to it because I like this kind of music. So my plan is to actually learn Spanish so I could understand the music that I'm listening to. Because otherwise, I'm like killing my own point.
That is so nice. Yeah, you know what? You might have a good point there. No, you do have a good point, not might. Should we also then, if we're handing out links to songs that people should listen to that aren't in their native language, we should then maybe put the time in to find out find a translation and also send that. Just
Yeah,
be like, okay, this sounds great, but this is what it means. So we feel the full package. So what you're saying is we could do more.
that's true. I
Love
mean,
that.
I'm like checking the lyrics and translations after all
Hmm.
because I'm just interested in what I'm listening to it and what is it about, what I'm like singing, not to make a fool of myself when I go to Spain and I'm gonna like shout some like things that I shouldn't.
Could be fun.
Yeah. So I try to at least remember the context of the specific song that I like in like a
Yeah,
Spanish language, just to know what I'm listening to. And I love Bad Bunny, but like,
you
but
do.
sometimes, these songs are like, I don't know the like Spanish grammar or anything. So I cannot say if these songs are good or bad,
Hmm.
but they stick in my head. Like everything adds up in these songs, and there are various. Like
Hmm.
I love his new music album when he like writes and basically sings about his life in Puerto Rico and etc. So this is like a cultural thing to me as well.
Yeah.
But there are other songs that can be sexual.
Yes, which brings me to so when I first moved to the Netherlands, one of the things I wanted to do was try and find some music to listen to because I think sometimes the music can give you a lot of insight into the culture, into what people enjoy, especially if it's popular. It means most people are listening to it. I accidentally well, no, I added them on purpose, but I accidentally was listening to some very, very rude music before I understood the language. And then a little while ago, I was like, oh, I haven't listened to that in ages. And I put it on and I was like, my God. Because you sing along, right? You sing along in
Yeah.
your bad, like trying to get the accent right and the pronunciations and stuff. And I had been. And I remember way back when someone was like, oh, you probably don't want to listen to that too much, you know, but they never gave me any extra than that. And I wish I had just put it into Google Translate just for a second, because now I understand it. Very rude.
Now I'm
Very, very
interested in
rude.
what this song is, what it's called, and what is it about.
I will put it in the links and I will send you it as well, but I'll also send you the lyrics.
Oh my God. Yeah, but
It's
this is like
definitely rude.
difficult with songs that are not in your language, like not native language, because
That's true.
at some point, like we have this value that we like lyrics, but then there are songs that we cannot understand and still like them.
Do you think maybe it's because obviously they're writing in their native language and it sounds so beautiful how they've put it together that sometimes we don't necessarily think, wow, they're talking about something rude that I shouldn't be listening to in public, or
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think they're so good with words. That's my excuse anyway. It just sounds great no matter what language it is.
yeah. I mean, I love lyrics, and this is a crucial factor, but maybe this is not the most important one.
Yes, okay, I agree. So when you listen to a song, what is it? Because it takes effort to share it, right? You need to open your playlist or whatever, copy the link, go and find the person and send it. What is it in a song that you hear that makes you want to share it?
Basically, I think it's an overall vibe. If I understand the lyrics, then it's like way much better because it brings up a whole experience when sharing to someone. So basically, it all has to like add up to each other. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like the vocals, the instruments, the beat, it all comes up with an overall vibe. And
Mm-hmm.
then I have like, oh, this vibe reminds me of someone, or I think this song is literally dedicated to someone that I know, that I like, that we used to vibe to similar things. Then I'm like, okay, maybe this one is for you, but I don't do it like very often, because usually when I have some like memories of like when I'm listening to the songs and it brings back some of my memories, or I just like totally like it because it matched my mood or anything, I'm most likely to save it for myself. It's a little bit selfish, I know, but this is like somehow, I don't know, personal to me.
Yeah.
And this is like kind of my privacy, intimacy. This is something that is just like a moment for myself to contemplate, to go back in time. This is like something for myself, so I'm most likely gonna save it for myself, but I might be like sharing it to someone, to my friends, basically my closest friends, maybe not through the text or WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever. I'm gonna like rather share it with them like while we are together, to just
That's
like,
even nicer.
yeah, to just like listening together and then find out what they are thinking about it and whether they like it or not. So this is like this kind of vibe for me.
That's really cute. I think because so I live far away from like almost like I have friends here and stuff anyway, but from my family and older friends, I live quite far away. So I think I also use recommendations as a way to just touch base because I can't see them every day.
Yeah, that's for
And
sure.
yeah, I can't see them every day. Used to see them at least either every day or 4 or 5 times a week, which is quite a lot, really. Maybe we should have, maybe separation is good. maybe
Sometimes
maybe
I
it's a
think it
different
is.
thing, but I think maybe I also use it in that way because we will always have that kind of thing in common. Yeah, you always have that kind of common ground. And so I guess when we did see each other, you know, I like vinyls and stuff, so when we did see each other, it would be more a case of that. So I think sharing links from Spotify and Tidal, and sometimes actually YouTube now, I've started to throw a little YouTube video in every now and again. Yes. So sometimes then I think that's the difference. But I think you being able to share it like that is really, really nice. I think that's lovely.
Yeah, I remember that even when I lived in Spain and I was coming like back to Poland to visit my friends and family, then I was like playing to the songs that I liked in Spain in Poland to show them what is like trending in Spain as
That's
well, and
amazing.
what people are listening to in the clubs or in some restaurants, because this was the way I was finding new songs, to be
That's,
honest.
that's actually very sweet. But I like to put, you said you're not like a rec master and stuff, which is fine.
Because I am not.
But you go one step further than probably most of us, and you'll introduce them while you're in the same room. So I think that has maybe even more of a connection than sending a link. So when you do it, because you save so much for yourself and then you give one, I think maybe your recommendations are more meaningful because you introduced all your friends and family
I
to a
never
whole,
thought about it in this
yeah,
kind of way, but yeah, this is so nice to hear, to be honest.
yeah.
Like, I'm slowly getting there.
But you introduced your friends and family to a whole new kind of culture that you'd experienced by bringing all that music back and then sharing it right there with them. So if that's not RecMaster, I don't really know what is, because that's like all the way up there. That's like, listen, guys, I have been for however long I've been away, years or whatever, but all this stuff back for you to listen to and enjoy. So you introduce people to not only just like new artists and stuff, but a whole new culture, a whole new thing that you've experienced. So actually, that's
Okay,
even better than Sarah Nelling. I would say. I would love that.
well, that's so nice. Okay, so maybe I am a RecMaster. I just didn't consider myself as being one. So that means I'm really modest.
Yeah, you're so modest, but I think there's a balance. I think you pointed out a few times, and we also had it in the
I'm
list.
kidding, of
Is
course. I'm not that modest.
we had it in the list is you know when to keep something back for yourself. And I think that's very important because sometimes, and you've said it's like moments, it's like personal stuff, it's like things like that. And I massively agree with having some tracks of music not shared with everybody so that you can discuss it and talk about it. Some stuff, gather up for yourself, put it on your own playlists and have it for your own enjoyment because that is, like you said, your own little kind of thing. I think
Yeah,
that's
it
just as
is.
important, knowing which ones really you should. And it's not gatekeeping. I don't think you're like, oh, you can never listen to this song because if they find it accidentally and they love it and they share it, then cool. But it's more like making sure that you still have all of this great stuff for yourself.
Yeah, this is like my safe zone.
Yeah. And it's what's the saying, like you can't fill from an empty cup, right? So if you do it for like music, right, if you give all the recommendations away, you kind of don't have anything for yourself, especially if no one recommends you music back.
Yeah,
So you'd be
that's true.
like, so you've given all the good stuff away, which can be great, but then you're left with the stuff that you've shared with everybody and you don't have. Yeah, maybe. I like that. Maybe I'll make some new playlists. Ha!
Yeah, and
Yes.
we're gonna share them on songs, bro.
Speaking of, we have a bunch of playlists now. We have weird music, we have
My God,
RecMaster,
that is so weird.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Love that one.
My God. So if you have like the weirdest songs you've ever heard too, you just have to share it with us. We love
Please.
weird stuff.
Yes.
We're a little bit weirdos.
A little bit. And I was really happy to see some people want us to keep that one updated, and somebody even put go weirder. So very excited to do that. We've got our own personal playlists on there. We've got the RecMaster playlist, which is made up of our discovery playlists. What else do we have on there? We've got a bunch of stuff. If
A
you type
headphone
in
playlist.
our headphone playlist, yes,
This one
excellent
is
for
good.
testing. I love that one. And yes, so if you just type in Songs Brew in Spotify, they will all come up. And if you like the long podcasts, you'll probably like our shorts. They're on YouTube. Same again, Songs Brew. We're going to come up anywhere you type Songs Brew, we'll be there almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Like ghost hunting you.
Come and find us and leave comments and stuff because we love them. So, yes, we're
Yeah.
already coming up
And
to.
share new music because we love like finding new music stuff.
Yes.
And
And
then
if
discuss
you're.
about them, whether we like it or not.
Yes. We do. And if you're a band or an artist or management or anything like that and you're unknown, we love to share rising artists and that kind of thing. So we are more than happy to listen and share and all that kind of good stuff. And we're almost at 30 minutes already. And I hate it when this happens.
Yeah, I don't know how to end a podcast. Like
Mm-mm.
it happens every time. We do it every time. We've never learned how to actually end an episode. And we've
No.
done like so many times already.
Yes, and we do it like teams now, like the teams at the start of like everyone in lockdown, like bye. That's what we start. Bye everybody. That's what we started.
Cheers.
You see you later. See you next time. Cheers. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. I've been Zara.
I've been Julia. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Bye.